Well, welcome to this session. Today we will be discussing about foreign exchange for SBI CBU. This is not only important for SBI CBU, this is important for all exams if you are going to appear even in promotion exams also. Before we go through our session, you must know that exam is almost close to you, and by tomorrow your countdown for CBU will start as the SBI promotion exams are already over. In this session, we will be not this only to discussing the whatever PDF I have provided to students and what you need to study. Further, we will discuss some other topics which are left out in the PDF. Uh, if you like this session, you can share this session. Or for further one more thing, no admissions are going on for CBO as of now. Then do not send any request for the fresh enrollments. Okay. Now we will be moving towards our session on foreign exchange. Hope you are viewing the screen that study booklet 11. It is the 11th booklet which I have provided for the studying in paid group. This is about myself. Hope all of you might have come to know when you have got the PDF and my details. This is my qualifications. I am working as a senior manager in a public sector bank, and it has been more than 11 years in the banking. I am at present I'm working. Now, this is the WhatsApp number for queries. Any queries you can contact. Okay. Uh, do not share this material to anyone as it is the instruction. It is for the students which are associated with this video. Further, this PDF is divided into sections, the section A and section B. Section B contains the financial market and section A contains the foreign exchange and other details. Now, let us zoom our screen so that it is visible. It is now we will start our session. What is the foreign exchange? Further, note that one thing I want to know, I want to tell you. Let me so till that for SBI CBO. Okay. In SBI CBO, for SBI CBO, very foreign exchange is not no more number of questions were asked, not much questions were asked from in SBI CBO exam. Okay, only one question was asked that the value of 1 GBP against INR. Okay, and nothing more was asked. Note that if nothing more was asked, it doesn't mean that it won't be asked. Okay, it will be asked, and you will have to study all the things related to foreign exchange. Note that do not take it as a promotion exam. Okay, it is not a promotion exam. It is not a ZBO exam. Also for scale 2 and 3. It is just as a scale 1 exam. Therefore, you should focus whatever you should focus current events on national and international importance, banking, finance, economy for months. For it will be good if you study for 8 to 9 months. Okay, RBI circulars. This is the most important, and then you study the core banking portion. That you called as banking knowledge. You called it as a banking knowledge. Okay. Now we will leave this discussion for about the CVO and other details for some time. We will continue to our course. Okay. As per FEMA, foreign exchange, whatever foreign exchange means, what is the foreign exchange? It's not that you study. It is about the what is the FEMA and what you need to study. Foreign exchange is a commodity. Okay. Forex transactions, sale, purchase are regulated under FEMA. 1999. Then what is important? Whatever is important, it is important that what is not only FEMA, when FEMA came into effect. The 1999 is the FEMA year. A person residing in India for more than 182 days. Okay. Who is resident in India? Now, let me tell you one thing. Person who is resident in India. Okay. Resident in India. The resident in India is calculated on the basis of previous financial year. Note that 365 days in a year divided by 2, you will get 182.5. Okay. Means 182.5 is asked. Note that you can write is 182, 182 and one more days. Okay. Then the total of this will be 365. Note that this is the meaning of more than 182 days means it is 183 days or more. In options, it may also be told that either 183 days or more than 182 days. If you count the days, then it will be a person. If a person is residing in India for more than 182 days, more than 182 days means either it is 183 days or 184 or and so on, means 183 days or more. The option can be in the form of this also. But this criteria does not include a person who has gone out of India, who stays outside India in either case, or for taking an upper employment outside India. Means it is based on intention to stay. If there is no intention of returning, then he will be an NRI. Huh? When immediately he will be an NRI, whether he lived for 182 days or more in the previous year or not. Okay. Suppose the person didn't live for 182 days or more in the previous year. Okay. Then he will be an NRI. Okay. But if he is in India for more than 182 days, suppose 183 days he was in India, then he won't be NRI as per this classification. Okay. Now, but he is planning to get settled in USA. He has no intention to return back to India. Okay. Then in this case, he will be classified as NRI immediately. Okay. Now, what are authorized person? It may be asked. And NRI, there is no specific definition. An NRI is a citizen who lives and works primarily outside India. It is better to say who is not resident in, who is not a resident is a non-resident. That is the very simplest thing. As a result, entitled to benefits multiple. Okay, this is the same whatever. A PIO is a foreigner who has Indian roots, person of Indian origin, means either it's a father or grand, means not only to father, it may be he may be born in outside India, but his parents were Indian, means at least one parent will be Indian, then only he will be considered as a one root in India. He will be treated as a person of Indian origin. This is PIO, you can say. FEMA 1999, 1999. This is date is important. You need to study this date only. FEMA came into effect on June 1st, 2000. Although the FEMA Act was this in 1999, but effective was it when? From June 1st, 2000. Now FEMA has 49 sections. This is also important. Not more than this you need to know. But if you study all these sections, Schedule 1 transactions, Schedule 2 transactions, this will also be helpful to you. Okay. Now let me explain something like Schedule 1 transactions means prohibited without approval from the Reserve Bank of India. Means these some transactions which are not allowed by Reserve Bank of India come under Schedule 1 transactions under FEMA. Now, Schedule 3 transactions require prior approval from the RBI, but the RBI has delegated authority to dealers, okay, to release the foreign exchange for the purpose include this. Okay. Schedule 3 transactions are do not require prior approval from RBI and ADs are authorized to transact, okay, up to a specified limit. Note that most of the transactions are Schedule 3 transactions. Most of the transactions we do in our foreign exchange processing sales are Schedule 3 transactions. For Nepal and Bhutan, remittance of the currency. Okay, the LRS limit is important. Note that LRS limit is important, very important. LRS limit, and TCS on LRS you must study. This is the recent modification. Then it will come under as a current affairs. A part of current affairs will be this, and LRS is very popular even in GBU exams and any bank CBO exams, LRS was asked. So it is very important. You need to study. Further, for Nepal and Bhutan, okay, no foreign exchange is allowed. No forex means LRS is not applicable for Nepal and Bhutan. Note that in this PDF, you need to study it very carefully. It may be asked. Note that one thing Indo-Nepal remittance scheme. Okay, this is also very important. You need to study it. Who manages Indo-Nepal remittance scheme? State Bank of India. Okay. Can NEFT will be settled through Nepal? Yes. SBI manages it. Additional points to note. Yes, you need to study it very carefully. It is important. Whatever I am telling is important. You need to study for CBO exam. Obtaining a foreign exchange. Okay. This is very important. This is very important because it is general thing in the forex. Okay, this is not very specific to something. From where you can use you can any authorized detail or money changers can provide you. Okay, form of foreign currency note up to US dollar 3,000, traveler's check, banker's draft. Okay, this may be an any amount means up to the permissible limit. Okay, but currency notes are up to US dollar 3,000 is allowed. Exceeding US dollar 5,000 for Iraq and Libya, no ceiling in currency notes for Iraq, Russian Federation, other Republic of Commonwealth and Indian countries. Means अगर आप इराक घूमने जा रहे हैं, you are going to visit an Iran or Russian Federation, there is no restriction. This is important, very important. It may be asked because it is still untouched by SBI. Spending foreign exchange and surrender of foreign exchange. The time limit to surrender currency notes and traveler check must be surrendered within 180 days of return. 180 days means it will be 6 months. Within 6 months, there may be a 6 month. Note that in banking scenario, if month is not specified, then 1 month will be 13 days only, and 12 months will be a total of 360 days only. Okay, for counting purpose. Now, mode of purchase of foreign currency up to 50,000 in cash, and after that by account or cash, means DD only. Up to rupees 50,000 you can release the forex in cash. Residents, and let me zoom this screen so that it may mm, be visible to you. Okay, residents and non-residents can import or export Indian currency up to rupees 25,000. For Pakistan and Bangladesh, it is 10,000 only each. Okay, except for Nepal and Bhutan. What Nepal and Bhutan? Because if denomination is not exceeding 100, means if denomination is up to 100, you can take any amount to Nepal and Bhutan. Okay. Now, foreign exchange brought into India without any limit must be declared to the customs. Okay. If the total value exceeds US dollar 10,000, means if any visitor is coming to India and he is having cash in hand 10,000 USD, more up to 10,000 nahi hai. If it is having only 10,000 USD, he uh, he doesn't need to sign CDF, okay, currency declaration form. If it is more than, means 10,000, $10,001 or more, it is dollar, then he need to sign CDF form. Now form A2 is very important. Note that it is for remittances under LRS. LRS means outside remittances. Okay, it is required for remittances exceeding USD 25,000 and must be preserved for 1 year. Okay, any person requesting for LRS specifically, then you need to take A2 form when amount is not there. Note that if you didn't take A2 form, it is allowed only up to $25,000. Okay, it is up to $25,000 only. Convertibility: a currency is considered to be convertible if its holder convert at any time into gold or any other acceptable foreign currency. Means your currency is convertible, is it means you can convert it into gold or any other such currency you want in any permissible acceptable currency. Now, current and capital account transactions, I will let you understand through an example. What is current account transaction and capital account transaction? Suppose a man is in India, his name is A. The person A purchases something outside India, okay, any asset, or takes loan outside India. Means if he purchases something, then he will send money. If he takes loan outside India, means he will receive money. Okay. If he will send money and purchase some asset, then asset in outside India will be increased. Then it will be the capital account transaction. Suppose he takes some loan and money comes into India, then his liability outside India increased. It means any person resident in India, if creates any asset or liability outside India through the money sent to his account or received in his account, it will be as capital account transaction. Now, current account transaction, suppose a person sends some money as a gift to someone, means the person's neither asset nor liability, but money is going outside. All such money who goes outside the India or comes into the India does not affect the asset or liability of the person outside India is a current account transactions. Further details are given. You should study through this PDF as already been shared in the group. Now, these are the details when regulation and other things you must study through PDF. Okay. What are the type of foreign exchange contracts? Note that whatever transactions you uh, perform in the foreign exchange, sometimes they are also called as contract, forex contracts. Now, ready or cash means settlement of fund on same day. Suppose you in a forex market you have made a deal against USD and INR and you receive the fund in USD and the same day, means forex transaction settles into account on same day. It will be ready. Tom, as it is taken from tomorrow. Okay. The settlement takes a next working day. Spot. Spot means one day after tomorrow, means uh, transaction date plus 2 days. It is also called as T plus 2 transactions. Note that it is T transaction, tomorrow T plus 1 transaction, spot T plus 2 transaction. T is the transaction date. Suppose I have done a transaction, today is 8/1/2024. Then suppose transaction it reflects in our account or in trading book or anywhere on the same day, then it will be a ready transaction. Suppose this goes, the settlement goes on next day on 9/1/2024, it will be a term transaction. Now the settlement go 2 days beyond this, and 1 days after this it will be 10/1/2024, it will be spot transaction. And any day beyond spot, either 11 or 12 or any other day, it will be a forward rate. They are forward transaction. Forward rate is not, because rate is specifically a different thing. It is will be a forward contract. Forward rate is the spot rate plus premium or discount. This would not be asked. You just need to know whatever ready cash forward only. All other things are not important for this, but if you are going for GBO exam skill 2, 3, 4, then this is important. Different types of forex rate, this is also not important for CBO exam, but if you want to, as TT selling and bill selling rate is TT means fund only, or bills mean involvement of documents. Suppose you are sending some advance payment to import goods, then some document will be handling, your bank will be handling some document of the customer, because their signatures will be there, their commitments will also be there, so that they will pay. Then this is called a bill bills buying or selling rate. Okay. Bill means here bill will be selling rate, but There can be bills buying rate when exporter already receives the transaction. TT means only fund to fund, account to account transfer, you can say. Generally, this is not related to uh, documents. Means no documents are involved. Just customer gives instruction that transfer my fund from A to B. I am A. Then this is called a TT transaction. Bills buying and other drugs. Incoterms you need to study. Incoterms are important. Okay, although it is not asked. As on January 1st, 2011, there are 11 Incoterms. And this is important. All others, if you want to study, it is good, but don't study too much if you don't irrelevant things if you don't have time. Foreign currency deposit accounts very important. NRE, non-resident external. Note that NRE and NRO both are same type of account, but in NRE, local deposits not allowed. Support. Here is an NRI. He is having a house in India, but he is in USA. House is on rent. If rent comes, then it will not be allowed into NRE account. Okay, it will go into NRO account. Now he is want to send the funds into India. He can either send to his NRE account or to NRO account. Now taxability class is also there. You study all the taxability class in NRE and NRO. FCNRB account has already been asked one time, and other in GBU exams it was multiple times. Therefore, we will study FCNRB account. You studied whatever FCNRB. The FCNRB scheme was launched with effect on May 15, 1993. Note that earlier to this FCNRA scheme was there, which was replaced by FCNRB. What is the type of deposit and interest rate and time? Okay, interest rate and time. Whatever maximum time is 5 years. Okay, whatever is in interest rate is there. Note that recurring deposits are not permitted under FCNR accounts. FCNR B. B means bank. This is important. FCNR you need to study. Okay. Advance against FCNRB. Okay. This is also important. You need to study how advance payment can be given. If any confusion arises, you can text me just at the time at the rate exam zone 24/7 over Telegram or WhatsApp to this number. NRO account, this is important. This is important. You need to study it already. Whatever details are there that are sufficient, and no need to study more than this. This change in residential status, only these two are important, not for FCNR, because all FDs will be till continued as the same in the same way as maturity till maturity. EFC account, it is very important. It is very important. You study it. One question was there in GPU exams of Bank of Maharashtra, and it is asked a number of times. EFC account you need to study because it is related to trade also. Resident foreign currency account, yes, important. You need to study, and RFC account, whatever RFC account is there, unspent foreign currency or travel abroad gift, relatives. These are RFC account. These are generally non-trade accounts like saving accounts. Current and capital account transactions we have already seen. Okay. What is a swap? Swap is the interchange of cash flows. This is the swap. Swap is generally on same market. Now, next, we will be doing what is arbitrage. Arbitrage is suppose a share is trading as 25 rupees 20 paise on NSE and the same time it is trending at 25.50 on BSC. You purchase this share NSE and sell at BSC. 30 will be margin. It is called the arbitrage. Export import transaction. What is export? What is import? You know, when we are sending the goods outside and getting the money, it is export. And when we are receiving the goods from outside and sending the money, then it is import. Deemed export. What is deemed export? Or deemed export? Diamond dollar account is very much important. Note that diamond dollar account. What is diamond dollar? Persons involved in diamond, huh? Cutting and finishing of diamonds. How much account diamond dollar a person can hold? It is maximum of 5 DDS the person can open. Export declaration form is the EDF. Softex form is the software export form. Okay. Deemed export. Deemed export and letter of credit. Note that I will be telling you. What is the deemed export. Before I teach you the deemed export, you must know that what is export. What is export? I already tell that if you are sending some goods, suppose suppose you are in India, though you are it is the transactions which are survived do not leave the country. Okay, suppose and you are in India, a person is also having the company in India. Okay, but he is selling the goods to USA. Okay, now you sell some spare part to this person, means you are A, you sold to B. B received the payment in USD and sell the supplier that you sell directly or to this or directly from this in USD. Then it is called deemed export, means actually the good is not being supplied to outside because goods is supplied to some local factory or agent, but the currency whatever he is retrieving in, it is the foreign exchange, for means foreign currency. Then this it is called as deemed export. Deemed means it is not actual export, but the realization is being in foreign currency. Now we will be studying 1 minute. Some 1 minute. Uh, okay. Now we will be studying what is letter of credit. Letter of credit. LC. Letter of credit. If you go by the definition, it is an assurance of payment by bank. Okay. Now suppose you are here in India and someone is there in USA. He is having some good machinery you want to purchase. But suppose you are you have some suspicion that if you will send the money, whether he will send the goods or not, and when he want to sell the goods before you pay, he is in dilemma that whether you will pay for it or not. Then he asks that you provide me some letter of credit in the name of the beneficiary. Okay, then whatever the bank will give undertaking that you supply the goods. If the person doesn't makes the payment, then we will make you payment. Okay, now when the customer supplies this good to B, supplies these goods to B, this B supplies goods to A in India, then he sends the money. But this time, this money is not directly sent to the customer, but it is accompanied by letter of credit. The person will receive the goods, see the terms and conditions mentioned in LC, whether goods are in the right condition or not, the description is proper or not, whether the same goods have arrived or not. If it is the same, the bank will take the documents and make the payment to B. This is called the letter of credit. It is an undertaking on behalf of bank. Now, how many types of letter of credit are there? Red class and green class. Okay, red class letter of credit. Now, if letter of credit is red class, especially why it is red class, because earlier to this the class was written in this that pay some advance to exporter. Okay, then it is a red class. Now green class, another one is green class. Green class, a green class letter of credit is advance payment. It is also a type of advance payment, specifically one minute. It is for packing and storage also. Some other funds, extra funds like advance will be paid for storage and other things to exporter. Okay, why it is this? The class is mentioned in green. Okay, now buyer's credit and supplier's credit. Buyer's credit. Suppose here is a buyer A, here is supplier B. If he is buyer, okay, he is supplier, but he needs some fund to run the business. If the buyer is arranging the fund, it is for supplier, it is the buyer's credit, and in vice versa, it will be supplier's credit. The detail of PDF has already been shared. You go through it. Now, external commercial borrowing already detailed in RBI circular. You go through it. What is merchant trade? Merchant trade means suppose you are here a country M is here, a country N is here. You purchase some good from N and from there you shipped directly to N, not from India. Okay, this ship should not touch the tariff area of A. Okay, you shipped some goods to N but received foreign currency in India. This is called the merchant trade, MTT. Nostro and Vostro and Loro accounts. Nostro Vostro account, just you suppose you are here is Bank of Baroda. Here is a bank American Credit Union, and here is Bank of America. Here is a person A who is having account in American Credit Union. Here is A's father B who is having account in Bank of Baroda. Now his father B wants to send fund to A, but Bank of Baroda, suppose there is no Bank of Baroda, okay, in America. International branch will be there, but for the time being you know that Indian banks are in India only. Now he said that you have to send this to A. Now the Bank of Baroda will call some international bank that you pay to him. But from here the bank will pay, the Bank of Baroda will be maintaining an account with any one of the banks. Suppose he is maintaining with Bank of America and said that debit my account and credit to this bank's this account, A's account. Then Bank of America will send this amount to minus 5,000 USD to this. Suppose 5,000 USD will be sent to A, and now Bank of Baroda will send 5,000 USD credit to this account. Now this account, which is maintained by Bank of Baroda outside India with some another bank, it is called the Nostro account. Okay. Now, if Bank of America is maintaining some account with Bank of America in vice versa, it will be Vostro account. Note that whatever is Vostro for us is Nostro for him. Okay. Now, Loro account. Suppose Bank of America and Bank of Baroda having account with American Credit Union, and they want to deal with some this stuff. So then this common account is called a Loro account. Means this is neither a Bank of America nor Bank of Baroda. Suppose it is Axis Bank and it is maintaining the account on both behalf. Okay. Suppose everyone has to contribute some commitment fee in this account, this will be a Loro account. Why? Our account with S, your account with S, our account with them. This is the lines which I have already explained during the live class. You should go through it. FEDI rules already said, you need not to study. Hmm. Okay. Non holiday and FEDI rules. I already been discussed. You should study it well. And the session was not specifically for discussing the forest, but it was specifically for how to study this PDF, and hope you have enjoyed it. If you like it and found it useful, you go through it. Thank you. We should start.